NorCal. 209 King of Comedy. It's Rick without the K. James presents In My Opinion Podcast.
All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to In My Opinion Podcast. It's your boy Rick James. I'm here with Ronnie and Lisa, and this is episode 12. Got a few questions out there. We're going to start it easy because I just felt like my viewers didn't get to know me personally. So we're going to start off with something easy on, we'll go with you, Ronnie, and we'll kick it over to Lisa on what are your favorite TV shows? Do you have like maybe one drama, one comedy, one doc that you like?
Well, my comedy's got to be Big Bang Theory. Even now that it's a couple seasons after it's over.
I thought you said comedy.
I still watch Big Bang. I watch all the reruns and all that type of stuff. As far as drama, I don't really watch any drama on TV. And I am not a fan of what's that reality TV shit they call it, where people get on and show their ass on
You
TV.
don't like the Real Housewives of Atlanta?
Please, are you kidding me? I don't watch any of
Bachelor?
that stuff.
None of that shit?
The only other like a kind of a competitive show I love Survivor. I watched that. I watched every season of it.
Are you a Big Brother person?
No, to me that's one of those reality. I mean, how to me? I mean, I hope
But Survivor is a real show?
I hope I don't want to offend
I actually
anybody
like Survivor too.
because it's a competition. But see, on Big Brother, to me, it's like, how can you sit around and watch people talk for 4 hours about their life? How bad is your life? How bad is your life?
It's the strategy.
Oh,
I think
my
you do
God.
really well on Big Brother.
Oh man, but I watch these shows and I just completely, and then like if we're talking about movies at all or anything like that, you know me, man. I'm a Star Wars fan. I'm a Marvel fan. I'm all the kind of shit you hate, right? So,
All right, Lisa.
Well,
Favorite show?
my favorite show right now is The Crown on Netflix,
Oh.
and it's because I'm from England, so I really enjoy that show. But I prefer to watch documentaries over anything. So
Name a documentary that you're like, man, you gotta watch.
well, I just watched a documentary called Because We're Girls. That was pretty interesting.
What's that about?
Documentary. It's about this Indian family in Canada and the abuse that the girls went through,
Oh.
and how the family hides it and doesn't do anything for them, and yeah, it's pretty
I-
interesting.
I asked that because I'm really into documentaries, and I'm not a book reader, so I figured like if you could tell me something that I don't know, that's why I'll watch a documentary. That's why I was asking. Well, I thought you were gonna, what's the other one? Can You See Us or something on Netflix, and that's a great documentary too.
so I have another one I gotta add when you're ready.
Okay. Let me give you mine, only because I purposely wrote this, because if you guys have not seen The Wire, you have to watch The Wire. Best TV show, hands down, of any fucking TV show. And I guess you'd have to call it a drama, but it was set in the late 1990s, early 2000s, and it's about Baltimore, and each season is a different a topic. First season is the police. Second season is the union. Third season is the best fucking season, and I say it's the best. Have you, either one of you seen The Wire?
I haven't seen The Wire.
Then you guys are sleeping on it, man. Where it was an HBO show, and I say it's the best show because it's one of those shows where you get into the show and the main character gets killed off, and you're like, how the fuck? Where like when people tell me Breaking Bad was a great show. Like, not really, because I didn't like the fact that like they took Jesse and then they're like, no, we're not going to kill him just yet, and I already knew at the end of that fucking show that Jesse Pinkman was going to be free.
You could predict
yeah,
it.
it's
It
that,
was predictable.
that, oh, I'm going to kill you, but first I'm going to go have lunch. Here's the key, I'll be back. And I'm like, I fucking can't stand shows like that. So The Wire, you get into it, and you're like, how the hell did he just, he's the main character, and a bunch of fucking dudes in there that women you would watch, and you'd be like, what's his name? Plays Stringer Bell. He's the England dude.
I don't know.
Fucking,
Great actor.
you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
He's just some shit like that. But great fucking actor, and you know, it's just a good show. So, what are you gonna chime in about?
All right,
It's
so
a Big Bang fucking theory.
all right, so listen, you know, it's really funny, but I never been one of these streamers and stuff, or the Hulu, all this stuff, Netflix, you know that.
Yeah.
And I'm just starting to get into it, learning stuff. And there was a show that I watched on Sundance. It was actually towards the end of 2019 called, yes, A Discovery of Witches. And it's a romantic show.
White people.
Shut the
shit
fuck
right
up. It's a romantic show about a vampire falling in love with a witch. And it's just, and all the bad things that come with it, you know.
So when you're not answering my phone calls,
it's
this is what
romance?
the fuck you're watching?
Yeah, it's kind of
Romance?
romance drama. But it is an awesome movie. And
You sound like you're about to watch this.
if you ever watched if you ever watched anything like Twilight, you could watch that type of stuff. You could get into this, but it's set in like old century London and stuff. And
Does it have accents?
Well, they're in England.
Yeah.
Oh.
But it's just an
That
awesome.
just turns me
It's
off.
just an
though.
awesome
It's-
show, and they're just coming. You know, because of COVID, they're just getting season 2 just started last week, and it's a really awesome movie. But it's about, like I said, it's about this woman who's finding out that she's got these powers as a witch, and how strong she is, and she didn't know how strong she was, and she ends up finding this book that no one's been able to find, and it's a book that actually, you know, keeps witches, vampires, and demons kind of apart. And so she sort of stumbles on this, wakes up all 3 of them, and they start coming after her. And this vampire of all people, who's supposed to be against witches, comes to her to support her. And it's just, you know, it's like, anyway. So I say this all in jokingly, but you guys ever have one of those movies or something you eat or any place you go or something where you don't tell people because it's like your sinful that what is that called, where it's like, you know, but that's, I love this damn thing, and I don't know why I got so hooked to it. But another one that I really loved was that I finished watching a few months ago because I'd never seen the final season, was Game of Thrones.
Oh, I've never watched Game of Thrones either.
One thing about that's awesome compared to most movies and stuff is in most of your series they have the 3 leads, and no matter what happens, the 3 leads, like say you're the main character, you'll get run over by a fucking car, you'll get attacked by a wolf, but you're always going to be there. In Game of Thrones, a main character could get killed off in episode 3. I mean, it's freaking awesome because through the whole thing, you'll have like the star of the first 5 episodes, in the 6th episode die.
What was the last episode? Just that great fucking. I'm asking because I never really got into it.
It was,
and
yeah.
it sounded like everybody couldn't wait for Sunday.
It was great
to drop the new episode.
Game of Thrones was awesome, and they threw so many weird things about it. You know, like they had this one son of a ruler who was this, where his dad was trying to be this sweet, lovable king. He was this vicious, wanted to torture people. And I mean, it was just these kind of things that they had, that just one after the other. Like in the beginning, they had this king's daughter, who's this sweet little innocent girl, and her dad ends up dying. He looks like he's going to be the star of it, and he dies like 3 or 4 episodes later. And then her, it's like the middle of the first season, she writes this murder list of everyone she's going to kill that's pissed her off in her life.
Oh, God.
And she's like a 10, 11-year-old kid in the beginning. And by the end, she's this 18, 20-year-old girl who's still got this hit list. She's trying to kill people along. So it's kind of a weird show, but it's cool, you know.
Keeps you interested.
Yeah.
And only because I'm a comic, I don't think you mentioned. I'm always interested. He said Big Bang Theory, where that is not a comedy for me. So please say a good comedy show where you're like, man, that show keeps me laughing. What was it? Do you have a favorite comedy show, or you're not really into comedy?
I'm not really a person that laughs very easy, so I have a favorite comedian, but I don't have a favorite comedy show.
Well, you got to tell us who's the favorite
Oh,
comedian.
Chappelle.
Oh, that's my
Great,
dude
great,
right there.
great.
Only Chappelle can make me laugh, and
So did you like his Chappelle show then?
yeah, I like
Okay,
the Chappelle
okay.
show. Yeah, there you
We'll
go. That's
take
a
that.
comedy show then,
Okay,
I guess.
we'll take that.
Stand-up kind of comedy show, but yeah.
You know, he's one of the rare comedians to me. I could just watch talk about life. It doesn't matter. He don't even have to try to be funny. I just enjoy listening to him talk.
Well, the last one he just did, that's what he did, right?
Pretty
He talked-
close.
I don't know what
Pretty
it's called,
close.
but he just pretty
He's
much
just a
talked
great
to-
public speaker.
Yeah.
But for me, I want to say I've got, when it comes to comedy shows, man, just The League. If you haven't watched The League, fucking hilarious. But it's that raunchy comedy, you know, it's kind of like Shameless. Like I never really got into Shameless, but the episodes that I did watch was funny. You
I
know.
love the Shameless.
Yeah, so there you go. See, so Shameless is funny. They're on their last season. The League, legit, with Jim Jeffries, who's a stand-up comedian. Fucking hilarious. I don't know how he only got 2 seasons out of that show. What's another show, you know?
Flipping through channels one day, I turned to Shameless in the middle of an episode. And my thought process was, who the fuck could watch this shit?
Me.
I mean, because I was just like, Macy, right? Is it
I don't even know the character's names.
William Macy?
That's the actual actress, you mean?
The actor, the star.
Oh.
That's William
Oh.
H. Macy, or I think that's the
Okay.
star,
Oh,
right?
the dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was watching it and I was thinking, what the hell? I couldn't find anything about it, you know, that would be endearing. So I might have caught a bad episode, or, you know, like I said, it wasn't the beginning of the show. It was, you know, how you're going through and you catch right in the middle, and I just thought, this is
Like
weird.
the new show that I've caught on to is Dave, man. Dave is fucking hilarious, and that's executive produced by Kevin Hart, but it's Lil Dicky. And that show, again, it's raunchy comedy though. I mean, he talks about how his pee hole is somewhere that it shouldn't be on his dick. So,
Oh gosh.
Like a spade. No, as a nurse, we know it's called a spade.
Yeah, so and he does this whole episode talking about how he hides it. Even his girlfriend doesn't know that it's there. So it's just like,
Poor Charlie Murphy, my main man, Rick James. That's the one you think, the comedian Rick James. Get up.
I can't hear my neighbor crying, I can't breathe.
please hit the subscribe button down low so you can see all new clips, all new episodes coming to you.